The New York Knicks just pulled off the ultimate financial heist of the NBA offseason. While rival franchises are completely destroying their future salary caps, the reigning champions found a way to secure a massive steal. The front office was facing extreme pressure due to strict league rules known as the second apron. Many feared the championship roster would completely fall apart. But Leon Rose executed a masterclass in roster management. They officially re-signed elite sharpshooter Landry Shamet to an absolute bargain of a contract. Shamet agreed to a 4-year deal worth $23.9 million. This keeps him in New York for just under $6 million per year. This financial victory is exactly what the front office needed to keep their title defense alive. Spending limits have become an absolute nightmare for team owners across the league. Every dollar counts when you want to win. Knicks owner James Dolan made it very clear that going over the second apron would be suicidal. The penalties would freeze the roster and limit future trades. The front office had to be incredibly careful with their money. That financial fear is exactly why the departure of Mitchell Robinson happened. Fans were devastated when the homegrown center left for the rival Boston Celtics. Boston gave Robinson a massive contract worth $15 million per year. Matching that huge offer would have instantly pushed New York over the terrifying second apron line. Instead of panicking, the front office let him walk. This painful departure actually opened up a brilliant financial pathway. By letting Robinson walk away, the front office saved enough flexibility to secure 5 different players. They spent a combined $17.5 million to retain the core of their championship bench rotation. That small amount of money allowed them to keep Jose Alvarado and Jordan Clarkson. It also allowed them to retain Mo Diawara and bring in veteran center Andre Drummond. They kept 5 crucial talents for the price of 1. Drummond now steps into the starting understudy role to replace the size of Robinson. This clever management has allowed the champions to mostly keep things together. Roster depth is vital for another deep postseason run. But the absolute crown jewel of this entire bench strategy is Landry Shamet. The 6'5" wing player is currently in the absolute prime of his career at 29 years old. He is a premier marksman from beyond the arc. During the spectacular regular season run, Shamet shot over 39% from long range. He provided the perfect spacing for the superstar playmakers. His gravity on the court opens up driving lanes for everyone else. When the high-stakes playoffs arrived, Shamet raised his game to an entirely different level. He appeared in all 19 postseason games for the champions. He became an indispensable weapon for head coach Mike Brown. Shamet knocked down a stunning 29 out of 61 three-point attempts during that championship run. That is an elite 47% from deep under the most intense pressure imaginable in professional sports. His finest moments came during the absolute peak of the basketball calendar. Shamet played over 30 minutes in each of the first 2 games of the NBA Finals. The Knicks were locked in a brutal battle against the San Antonio Spurs. New York managed to narrowly defeat the Spurs in those opening games thanks to his timely contributions. Shamet hit crucial shots and gave the entire arena a massive boost of pure energy when the offense began to stall out. He proved that his role could expand significantly whenever he had the hot hand on a given night. He can hold his own defensively against elite perimeter wings. He is the exact type of player that every title contender craves. Because of his spectacular postseason performance, Shamet could have easily commanded a premium on the open market. Quality rotation wings were fetching massive salaries from desperate teams during the free agency period. Rival executives were throwing ridiculous amounts of cash at perimeter shooters. If you are enjoying this deep dive into the championship strategy of New York, please take a quick moment to like the video and subscribe right now. Shamet chose to turn down more lucrative offers from other franchises to stay in New York. He wanted to remain with a close-knit team that just steamrolled the competition. He prioritized winning another ring over extra millions. To truly understand how massive this deal is, you have to look at what other comparable players signed for this summer. The contracts handed out across the league make the Shamet deal look even more spectacular for New York. Look at the deal the Milwaukee Bucks gave to Gary Trent Jr. It was a laughably bad contract that shocked analysts everywhere. Or look at Dean Wade, who played a very similar playoff role to Shamet for his respective team. Wade managed to secure a 4-year contract worth $9.6 million per season. That is nearly $4 million more per year than what Shamet is making. The financial difference between them is staggering. Other flawed players like Kevin Huerter and Jordan Goodwin also secured bigger salaries. Colin Sexton and Luke Kennard managed to get more money per season as well. Even Keon Ellis got a higher annual average on the open market. Shamet had a demonstrably better postseason than Huerter and Ellis and Wade. Yet all three of those players walk away with much larger bank accounts. This reality shows the immense sacrifice Shamet made for the city of New York. The front office simply could not have found a proper replacement for Shamet with the limited funds they had available. His decision to take less cash was a massive blessing that deserves immense praise from the entire fan base. This spectacular victory on the balance sheet will keep paying massive dividends. The Knicks are currently sitting at a total team salary of $218.4 million with 13 guaranteed players. That places them safely above the first apron threshold of $209 million. But they remain exactly $3.3 million below the terrifying second apron line of $221.7. Having just 13 players on the roster means there are technically 2 spots still up for grabs ahead of the new season. The team has a few options available to fill out the remaining depth of their championship bench. They could theoretically use the veteran minimum exception to snatch up an established free agent on a very team-friendly deal. There are always veteran ring chasers looking to join a dominant defending champion late in the summer. However, recent league rumblings suggest that Leon Rose might take a completely different path. Many insiders believe the Knicks will aggressively look to the trade market to address some of their pressing rotational needs. They still need to make sure Andre Drummond can fully handle the backup center minutes behind Karl-Anthony Towns. If Drummond struggles to replicate the paint protection of Robinson, the team might need to trade for another big man. Relying on just 13 players is a dangerous gamble for an 82-game marathon. But with Leon Rose at the helm, fans should feel more than confident. This front office executes their plans with absolute perfection. The difficult decisions made during this offseason were absolutely necessary for survival in the second apron era. The league designed these new rules specifically to tear apart dominant championship teams and force parity. But New York found a way to outsmart the system through clever cap management and player loyalty. Sharpshooters are earning insane amounts of money right now. But the champions secured their favorite weapon for a bargain. This incredible contract victory gives the roster the necessary depth to remain among the absolute favorites to win the title in 2027. Only time will tell if they can successfully defend their golden crown. To repeat as champions will be a brutal battle against highly motivated rivals. But the culture built inside Madison Square Garden is clearly different. Players are willing to sacrifice their own wealth to win. That collective mindset is what separates true dynasties from temporary champions. Landry Shamet chose legacy over a few extra millions, and that choice might just bring another historic trophy back to the streets of New York.